Everyone coming to you guys with a quick reading on Cassie and alexfine. Will he divorce her? You guys remember back in my video, you guys will see the video clip in November 2023. A lot of people was asking that if Cassie husband is going to divorce her, and we are one of the first people that we see that because of all this money and this lawsuit money, we see that it will cause a lot of problems in this relationship. And I'm saying, and I said that, and as I was saying, all money is not good money. The money is going to be a blessing and a curse. At the same time, I'm saying, yeah. So you guys will hear the clip. I see the war. The war that is going to come at Cassie and her family is more spiritual. It will turn her whole home upside down. She will never enjoy this money. That which she get, I say this money is a blessing and a curse, and we're not here to count her pockets. She have to protect her family, her kids, her husband and her. I see that husband and her will drift apart. This money will cause them to drift apart. I see it will put a strain on this marriage. You understand what I'm saying? So as much as things might not really was going as before, they might have been much more happier before all this money come. You understand what I'm saying? This money come with a lot of problems, and the problems, it will sound good in the beginning. Things will look good. They will have a nice Christmas and all that stuff. But I see moving forward a lot of problems in this marriage, and I'm telling you guys from now, I don't wish anything and Cassie and her husband anything. I'm telling you guys what I'm seeing spiritually. But after this court case and different things like that, a lot of people will be saying, well, because of all the testimony and all the stuff that come out in testimony, how embarrassing it is and stuff. Because I'm not here to go into the court case and stuff. We already talk about this stuff. We were one of the first set of people back in March of 2023, and I'm saying, yeah. So we had predicted all these things way in advance what's going to happen to him. So we're not going to go over all that, and I'm saying, yeah, So one of the things that what we're seeing here for this couple right now, they're going to, because of the baby and stuff, and I see a lot of tension and stuff. And in spite of, you see Alex putting on a brave face and stuff like that. Not every single thing he had known. Yes, he had known a lot of stuff, but not every single thing. So some stuff definitely that came out in the court, he was shocked about. I'm saying, yeah. And I see it will put a strain on the marriage. But I see that they're going to work things out. They're going to work things out for now. But I am seeing, and I said this before, I said it in 2023, and I see it again in 2025. I'm saying, yeah, I'm not going to give no date and no time, because a lot of people like to play games, try to prove people wrong and all these different things like that. So I like to leave it open. But I am seeing that, that this relationship, that eventually they will go their separate ways. And I see divorce in the near future. I'm saying it could be a year or two from now. I am seeing some kind of separation, divorce. And I see a woman is going to come in between them. It's going to be because of a woman. I'm saying? A woman is going to come between them and cause them to separate. I'm saying? Yes. So, and a lot of people too will be putting a lot of stuff in Alex's head also too, because of the testimony and stuff. Some people know, yes, but it was very embarrassing and stuff like that. I'm saying? Yeah. And also too, I see it's going to be a lot of pressure. And Cassie himself, let's say if they happen to break up, whatever it is now, moving forward, it'll be kind of hard for her to, and I'm not putting my opinion, I'm telling you guys what I'm seeing. I don't put my opinion into stuff, I keep it neutral, so I'm seeing she can end up like, remember that young lady, Monica Lewinsky, when she, with Bill Clinton, remember she's after that embarrassing situation, she couldn't even get a husband, a boyfriend, no nothing. And she had money, and I know she did some facelift. She tried to change, do all kind of stuff. She moved all the way. People were still, nobody wanted to stay with her now. I see with Cassie's situation, I see that in the near future, when she and her husband happen to decide to part ways, because it will happen, in the near future, I see it really, really tough for her to really get someone. Not like she's not going to get anyone. Anybody come in, they will try, because they know she might have one or two little money and stuff, but her money will be put aside here for the kids. We're not here to count her pockets, but what I'm seeing, she will struggle to find someone serious, and I'm hearing someone on a high caliber to ready to take her serious, because of all that came out with the testimony and stuff like that. And I'm saying, yeah, she had no choice but to do it because that was part of the deal, that what they had to do. But, I see in the end, this will be out for Alex in the end. I'm saying? He can use the testimonies and all that kind of stuff. I'm saying, he could use that excuse, as a way, as an out for him now, on the back end. I'm saying? Yeah, when all the dust settles and everything, because I'm seeing after with the baby and stuff, I see that they're going to go somewhere on some vacation and things like that, and I see that her life that I see with Cassie, she have to protect herself, Yeah, she need to protect herself. They'll have to spend a lot of money and security because I'm seeing that they'll be under surveillance and stuff like that. I seen certain people are surveilling and watching and monitoring certain stuff. So her life himself, when he does settle and stuff like that, and whatever the outcome is, in this case, I'm saying, yeah, I see her life is still in danger. I'm saying, yeah. So she have to be careful from a physical point and also to spiritual. I'm saying, yeah. One of the things I want to say also too, a lot of people don't understand. I'm saying, Nancy, you here? I know you're in the Caribbean. You understand what time it is. I'm saying, and some of my Caribbean people who here watching. One of the things, and a lot of people is giving Diddy a lot of stuff and saying he was, he into all kind of spirituality and stuff like that. One thing I would say in this court case here, I ain't seen nothing spiritual really went down, like what I'm accustomed to compared to like how Rihanna bossed that case with ASAP Rocky to save him. I'm saying, yeah, when the guy was testifying against Rocky, you could see Rihanna trip up, do what she had to do in that court case now. Now in this court case now, if spirituality had went down to the highest level, I'm saying, yeah, because I never lose a court case from a paying client yet, never. I don't do court cases like before. Court cases are very tricky. They take too much time, and I'm saying, it's very expensive. And the average people don't want to pay for my time. I'm saying, yeah, you gotta have deep pockets, and you have to be able to be disciplined and stuff like that. So taking on someone for a court case who's chatty, talking and stuff like that, you gotta take on someone who's very disciplined, quiet, who's going to do the work, do their part, because everybody have to do the part. I have to do my part. They have to do their part also too. I'm saying? Yeah. So court cases are very, very, very tricky. I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't see that really, really went down here with this Diddy when he met Cassie, because if any kind of witchcraft that really went down, Cassie would have never been able to make it to court. She would have been sick. She wouldn't be able to testify. She would have get tripped up. Should get tripped up testifying. So I watch a lot of stuff now. I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't think Diddy would trust anyone because, I'm saying, you can't really trust anybody outside it. So you got to trust the lawyers and thing and stuff. So that was the only way. So I just want to clarify that. I'm saying from a person who have 39 years experience. I'm saying, yeah, 30 years part-time, the last 9 years full-time. I'm saying, I know witchcraft when I see it. And I've done many court cases, never lose none of court case from a paying client yet. And when I look at this court case, I didn't see no kind of spirituality, anything to trip off anyone, whatever it is now. Because if I was doing a case like this, a big case like this, and have my team, all hands on deck, we would have done things, a whole different way. I'm saying? Yeah. So, and we'll just leave it at that. I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't see any kind of spirituality, any kind of witchcraft here went down when coming to, because Cassie would never make it to court. She would have been sick. She would have been tripped up, all kind of stuff. So himself stuff was done. Diddy might need a refund. I'm saying? So let's say stuff was done. He need a refund. I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't see no spiritual action, when coming to this stuff. And most likely because he couldn't really reach out to anyone, to touch anyone, himself, his family, whatever it is. Nobody really want that to add to pop up, unexpected, to be an embarrassing situation. So when you're dealing with this kind of high profile stuff like your life on your line, I'm saying, you can't really trust certain people. You might be under surveillance and stuff like that. So, so I just wanted to clarify that. So definitely, this couple, I see someone is going to come and mess things up, and I see eventually they will go their separate ways. It's not going to happen yet. And I mean, when he does settle, in the near future, I see that this couple will separate. I said it in 2023, and I stand by that. And I say it again. I don't wish anything bad on this couple. I wish that they stay together. But I see that if they happen to go, but I see that anyone coming will not stick around to really think, because it will be in a similar situation like that Monica Lewinsky. Anyway you go, people will be saying a bunch of negative stuff against whoever is the person with Cassie. I see that if she's trying to have a music career, if she's trying to go for a music career, the best free advice I would say right now, if she's trying to go, it's not going to be like an R&B or nothing like that. She will have to go the gospel route, the gospel route. I see that she can go that route and she can make it. I'm saying, yeah. So if she changed her gospel, that's the free advice I would tell Cassie. But other than that, I'm saying, if she try to go like anything R&B, any pop, I see a lot of people will block away. A lot of things is not going to go for her. I'm saying, yeah. And it's not safe for her to be moving around like that. I'm saying, yeah. So I'm seeing her safety, her family. They have to watch where they're living and stuff. A lot of money will have to go into security and things like that. I'm saying, yeah, for the rest of her life. I'm saying, I'm seeing that for the rest of Cassie's life. And spiritually she have to protect herself and stuff like that. So I wish them all the best, sending positive energy, healing energy. So that's what we're seeing over here. We stand by with this. We say, I don't waver and I don't fluff when I say stuff. And I'm saying, yes, I'm not giving no time frame, And I'm saying, yeah, but I see definitely is going to come to an end. I'm saying, yeah. They're saying all money is not good money, but sometimes, things could have been done different, but she had to do what she had to do. I'm saying, yeah. So more power to Cassie, Yeah, So whatever happened, we're not here to judge anyone. We keep things neutral, I'm saying, yeah. We're just telling you guys what we see, and that's it. I'm saying, yeah. But we're not wishing for anything bad and hard for them to break up. I'm just telling you guys what we're seeing over here, That's it. Take care, guys, okay? No request video. Bye. We wish Cassie all the best and healing energy, and congratulations, a baby and stuff. And we wish them all the best, Yeah. But I hope that they take care of themselves, You need to watch where they're going, and in life moving forward, Yeah, their life will never be the same again, I'm saying, after all that testimony, all these different things. A lot of people's lives turn upside down because there's a lot of people out in the open. Everybody seeing people, stuff, so much information. So, yeah, it's not easy, Yeah, so more power to her, Yeah, we wish them all the best. We hope that it don't happen, We don't wish for that, We want people to stay together. And we hope that, things really work out. But a lot of spiritual interference and also to certain people is going to come in between will cause them to break up in the back end. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.